Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay. Um, I just got this topic that I wanted to share with you because I had a conversation with one of my clients yesterday. And, the topic that struck me was why is it that some people fail? Okay. Let's say, for example, someone takes my coaching. Okay. Someone takes my coaching. And even after taking my coaching, they still fail. So now, who's to blame? Is it me who's to blame? Is it the person is to blame? Is it, what? Is it God? Is it destiny? Okay. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because here's a reality. No matter what you do in life, no matter what, no matter you go to the greatest coach, the greatest trainer, you take the best degree, the best education in the world, that does not mean you are going to succeed in everything and whatever, in each and everything what you do. It's just not humanly possible. You cannot have a perfect record of being successful in each and everything. So I thought I would limit this video or my opinion to why would someone fail even after they get coached by me or mentored by me? Why? And I went through my old clients. I went through many of my old clients from over the years. And I came up with five, okay, five key reasons. And if I have more points, I might just add them. But you let me know, what do you think? And put on your thoughts below, okay? So let's start up with the first one. The first one is, obviously, it is giving up. You cannot succeed if you decide to give up. Now, that doesn't mean that people just try once and they give up. There have been people who have tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. Literally, they have tried so many times that it's just not possible. You know. Now, there are two cases here. One is trying till you succeed. Another one is trying and realizing, man, this is not meant for you. Okay. And this is the first time I think someone would actually tell you this. See, there are some people who are not meant for that particular career path or for to succeed as number one. Like, for example, as long as Usain Bolt was taking part in running, you could have trained anyone. You could have done anything with anybody. Usain Bolt was just the perfect individual. From his height to his physique to the years of training, I think only one or two people have a victory over him. One is Tyson Gay, another one is another person. It was just impossible, okay? Because that was his phase. So no matter if he was at his peak, no matter what you do, you'd fail. Same with Mike Tyson, same with Muhammad Ali, same with, let's say, Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's in UFC, okay? So, like right now, Elon Musk may be the richest in the world or Jeff Bezos. No matter what you do, you may not be able to reach the richest in the world. Okay, so I know I'm giving extremes, but I'm telling you, in certain cases, it's just not meant to be. Like, for example, me, I tried for literally 8 years to get into the radio industry in the Middle East, where English was reserved for whites, the actual British whites, with their sense of humor, their background, their accent. And yes, the passport did matter. I'm talking of 25 years ago. And in the Hindi Urdu channels, you needed Hindi and Urdu, both of them, which I was not fluent. So obviously, I didn't fit anywhere. And I didn't know much about Hindi movies as well. So no matter what I would have done, it wouldn't work. So I realized it's time to give up and move to better ventures. So one is that you're not meant for it. The other one is you give up way too soon. I have had clients who have the potential, may not get number one, but they would get somewhere close to what they want, but they just give up. The reasons to give up can be anything from they got something else, they were not interested, they lost the fire, whatever the reason. So the first one is giving up. Okay. The second reason why people who take my coaching may fail is they focus on too many things. I've seen people who want to take up my coaching, personal branding, they have that fire, they have that intensity, yes, everything is good. But then they decide I'll focus on my physique, then I'll focus on networking, then I'll focus on studying, then I'll focus on building my brand online. Then I'll focus on making videos. Then I'll focus on making social media posts. Uh, Too many things. Then I'll focus on my relationships. I tell them, listen, just take one at a time. Take one at a time, focus on that, improve on it. Once it reaches, like, makes it a habit, then the next one. You can focus on few things. Let's say, for example, eating. Okay, you can avoid maybe sugar. Let's say exercise, you can just go for a small walk. Studying, you can do it for, let's say, one page you can read. But if you take more than three things, I will get up at 4 in the morning, I will do hardcore exercise for 1 hour, then I will eat only vegan, let's say, vegetarian food, and then I would study for 3 hours. And it just doesn't work this way. And many people in their excitement, initial excitement, want to focus on too many things. I tell them to calm down. Number three is, many people think personal branding is all about focusing on external appearances and seeking validation. I've had people who, after taking my mentoring, they have all of a sudden purchased brand new clothes, which is okay, but then they put on an act of who they are not. They try to show, I'm successful, I'm a successful guy on Instagram, on Facebook. They start, some of them even put on an accent, which I tell them, listen, this is not how you should be going about. There have been cases where people, after taking my coaching, have had this superiority attitude. I tell them, listen, you need to be humble. You don't go around bragging or showing off or acting too smart. So it is more internal rather than external, the improvement. And over here, the only problem is, when you focus internally, it takes time. So many people are like, hey, you took his coaching. What the hell is happening? I don't see any great improvement. Rome was not built in a day. You can't just have an amazing physique if you take a coach within just 3-4 days or 1 week or 1 month. It might take years, man. So point number three is external appearances and trying to seek validation. Point number four is, this is without a doubt the most important principle, I would say. My regular clients, I tell them, listen, I'm not expecting perfection. Yes, perfect practice does make perfect. But instead of that, I would rather have you being consistent every single day doing something small. Like, for example, the videos that I put up. Every day I put up a video. You need to be consistent every single day. You cannot stop. The more you do it, the better you get. And I tell them, you must. It's mandatory. You must be consistent. There's no substitute for consistency. Remember, the person who does a skill every single day, the 10,000 hours principle, you keep doing it, you will become good at it. And last, if not the least, I would say the final thing is listening to, just being like the wind. You take my advice, then you take someone else's advice, and you take someone else's advice. Yeah, because people are questioning you, you form into peer pressure, then you doubt the system, then you want to change the system. If and when people come to me for coaching, I tell them, empty your mind, like the cup that you have, empty it totally. Come to me with a student attitude. I don't care what your credentials are outside. I don't care what you have achieved. You're coming to me for coaching. You will follow my advice, my protocol, and trust the process. Don't reinvent the process. So these are the key five areas that I believe. Yes, there are plenty of other reasons you can think of, but if you focus on these five, not giving up, focus on one thing at a time. Focus more on internal improvement rather than external. Point number four is being consistent every single day. And last and not the least, stop listening to the whole world. Listen to just that one person. Trust the process. You definitely succeed. And in the end, I tell people, see, listen, it's not because of me you succeeded, or it's together. 50% me, 50%, or 100 me, 100 you. Together, that makes it, a success. So, like I said, there are no guarantees in life, but if you do take professional guidance, your chances to succeed are much more than someone who doesn't have any form of coaching or guidance. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts, if you agree, disagree, in the comments below. I'd love to read what you have to say. So, yeah, and especially if you have had a mentor or you have had a coach, let me know, how has that experience been? Good, bad, ugly. Love to read your thoughts. This is me signing off.